This is my new hive. I got it about 3 weeks ago as a nuke. It was bursting with bees, so I hived it very soon after getting it. The bees were building brace comb, so I stopped feeding and gave it a super. At the last inspection, I found queen cells. I have a nuke box with frames of foundation, and there have been bees sniffing it and exploring inside. Something is definitely going on. After consultation, I've decided to try to create a split. That is, see if the queen cells will form the basis of a new colony, hatching into a queen that can get mated and start laying. Today, I have Mary acting as apprentice and lending me a pair of eyes. Preparation. First, a nuke box with 6 frames of foundation. Next, get the smoker going. You have to light it before it goes in.
This stuff?
Oh yes.
All right. Oh dear.
No, put it in when it's burning. You don't want to light it at the top, you want to light it at the bottom.
Well, I'm no good at it. Oh God. A demonstration on what not to do. Oh, it's still burning.
Right, well, pile the stuff in.
Got away with it. Oh.
The apprentice could get fired, that's a pun, any time soon.
This is what we saw.
Then up to the hive. The nuke box is tucked in behind the hive, so you can't see it at present. Right, the first thing we're going to do is have a look and see if the queen cells look charged. Because if they're not charged, we don't have to do anything. That super box. The super box was really quite heavy. So we'll just have a little smoke and then take off the queen excluder.
Not make much difference. Mm-hmm. You got another one?
Right. This is the frame. Well, the answer is that they are charged. So we'll just pop this one back. And now we're going to have a look for the queen. So, where did we put the queen? So We'll make a start here.
Anything outside?
Yes, if you like.
Because you're blocking the view. And look through the arms as well, which is not ideal. Nothing there.
Nothing.
And what's underneath, do you think? Oh, it's hard to tell.
It shouldn't be. It should be just busy working.
Yeah, busy working. See, that's coming off there.
Mhm.
There she is. There she is. There.
Right, good. Right, we found the queen. We found the queen. So now we'll get cracking. A good job Mary is
We'll
here.
just darken this down so she stays put, I hope. Just make sure the queen is not there.
She hasn't moved.
She hasn't moved. That's clear. That's clear, right. So that was the one with the queen cells, as we thought. And then we're going to take this one as well.
She's calling.
Well, actually, I wonder. Would it be better to take this one? Yes, I think this one.
Mm-hmm. But no. There's some honey in it, isn't there?
There's the symbol.
Mm.
So to shake these ones away.
Oh, that just makes them buzz up, doesn't it?
We could do with some nurse bees.
Sorry?
We could do with some nurse bees to be shaken off. Take this one out. Shake it off.
There's some land of their leaves. I hope maybe not. Oh, but still, busy. That's done it. What comes next?
Yeah, we've got to leave this away. Right, well, we've taken 2 frames of brood and put them into a nuke box along with 2 frames that got some honey on. And the nuke box is sealed up and we'll leave it for 24 hours and then open them up to the fresh air. I think one of the problems is that there are still frames of brood with queen cells in the brood box, so it remains to be seen what happens next.
Now I'll shift the nuke box well away from the old hive. I don't want the remaining bees finding it and robbing it of honey.
Well, so how successful was that? We've managed to shift 2 frames of brood, including some of the queen cells, into a nuke box, and we've added 2 frames with stores. We could have had more stores, so I'll probably have to start feeding quite early. But the nuke box will just stay here for 24 hours before we open it up. And I've got one more job to do before I leave it.
The last task is to put this branch at the entrance. I'm bound to have some of the foraging bees inside, and they're programmed to find and return to the old hive. If they come out and find this branch, they'll be confused, and they'll have to reorientate themselves. And if they do that, they'll return to the nuke box, and store building will continue here. Tomorrow I'll come and open the hive entrance. And in a month or so, if I've been successful, I'll have a new colony.
It's 52 days now since this nucleus was established, and for all that time I've been feeding where necessary, doing weekly inspections, and feeling that there really probably wasn't much happening. However, 10 days ago the bee inspectors were here, and they've got better eyes than I have. They spotted a queen and they spotted eggs in the cells. So I'm just going to have a look and see what's happened in the last 10 days. This is the one we want to look at. This is the one that had the queen cells originally. And there we have it, look, capped brood. Perfect. And it's the same on the other side, a nice tight pattern. We're very, very lucky. And we'll just have a look at the frame beside it. Just the same. So I've got 4 sides of very nice brood. One thing that's clear is there's an imbalance in the hive, and there's not enough flying bees to bring in enough honey to build stores. So I'm having to feed about a litre every day of 1-to-1, and that seems to be doing the trick.